When this story came out about Kevin Hart's ex-wife, and I know it's the ex-wife, and I know y'all, it's going to be some people based off of what I've experienced in a little bit of a conversation that I had on a Millionaire Morning Show. There's going to be women in the chat that feel a way or they're going to say certain things, and so we're going to address it as we go along. And I'm going to drop the link, as I always do, inside of the chat so you guys will be able to come up and ask questions, and you do not have to be on camera to do so. But when I heard that Kevin Hart's ex-wife was going on tour with Katt Williams, I was absolutely disgusted. I was absolutely disgusted. 100%. 100% absolutely disgusted. Because I just don't understand the bad behaviors and the mindset behind women. Let's be very clear. Do y'all not realize when y'all are being used and when y'all are pawned? Let me revise that. Do y'all not realize when y'all are being misused and that y'all are pawned? How many people was checking for a Torrei Hart comedy show? Just curious. I'm just being absolutely real. I want to be real. I want to be transparent. I know that Katt Williams has been hot over the past week, and he's a great comedian. Nobody is ever going to take that away from him. But there are some disturbances and some problems that I have with this whole situation because for some reason, the rules of engagement has been turned off when it comes to how it is that we operate. And I see a foul on a play from a lot of people. It's a foul on a play with a lot of people. For real, for real. First, starting off with Katt Williams, all right? Because, well, I can't even get mad at Katt, but at the same time, I got to hold him accountable because if he's this person that operates above board, do we not see the chess moves that he's playing as far as the fact that he may not like Kevin Hart, but then at the same time, he's reaching out to his ex-wife? Yo, I don't care what happens. I don't care what's going on. I just think it's a line that you draw in the sand and you don't talk about or you don't go after your enemies, close people, or the mother of your children. You just don't do it. And maybe I'm a different dude. Maybe I'm from a different era. Maybe I got a different set of rules that I play by. But apparently there are no rules anymore and all hands are off deck. But here's the thing. You never hate the player. You always address the person that is supposed to be in your corner. And so if you're the mother of my children, let's just be clear. If you're the mother of my children, how could you? How could you? How could you go on tour with the person that's talking negative about me, regardless of where y'all fall in the audience on this whole issue? Regardless of how you feel about Kevin Hart, regardless of how you feel about Katt Williams, how could you, as the mother of my children, go on tour with my enemy? Y'all think that's cool? I see some women in the chat saying, oh, but I think she funny, or I heard that she funny. And I can't hate on the player because if a guy comes along and he's able to bust down my chick, or he able to bust down my baby mama, I can't even get mad at him. I may not like the way that he played the game, but everybody gonna shoot their shot and everybody gonna do what it is that they want to do. I can't hate him. I can't get mad at him. I gotta hold accountable the person that's supposed to be next to me, the person that he buzzed down. I gotta hold accountable and I gotta start looking at the side eye of the woman that's supposed to be the mother of my children. I've been paying you. I've been taking care of you. The children primarily live with me. And I've been making sure that you straight. You already wanted to take credit for my success. And if you was able to take credit for my success, if you was that good, then how come wasn't nobody checking for you? Nobody was talking about Torrei Hart. Not one comedian, not one person was trying to book a Torrei Hart to come on their show in order to do an interview. We largely forgot about Torrei Hart. Nobody was checking for Kevin Hart's ex-wife. If you didn't Google her, you wouldn't even know what she looked like. Some of us have to recap what she looked like, and then you're not self-aware enough to know And you solve it because it's only two ways that this can play out. And this is the reason why guys move with so much caution, because we see it play out every day. We know that the guys from yesteryear suffered from it. And then on top of that, we see it happening even right now. And so it's only two ways that this can play out, right? Because either you hate him, either she's so bitter towards him that he's because the bitterness from women don't come from the fact that he's did you wrong. That's not where the bitterness comes from. Because women get cheated on every single day and they go back to the dude that cheated on them. Let's just be clear. Cheating is not, for most people, cheating is not the end all be all for whether or not you're going to continue to rock with somebody. People forgive each other all the time or whatever, but it's the fact that you left me and then you upgraded and you continued to be successful and you blew up without me. I already wanted to take credit for your success. I already wanted to say, well, I'm the person that was writing your jokes. I already wanted to do that. And so now that you left me, it's not the fact that you did me wrong or I don't like the fact of how you played it. It's the fact that you left and you continue to level up. See, when most guys break up with a woman, they just want peace. They just want to go off and find whatever it is that they want to do. But the fact that I'm still living rent-free in your head, even though I've been paying you allegedly for all this time, making sure that you're taken care of, gave you a bag and all of that stuff, but you still bitter. And this shows the disposition and the spirit of an unruly woman. And why? Because now I have to look at her and not look at Kev, because a lot of us will say, well, how come he didn't hold her down? How come they didn't stay together? Well, when you start to see the spirit of a person after you've been with them, that's actually the person that they was with that you didn't see who they were, but we just looking on the outside in and we just saying, oh, okay, well, this is Kev and this is her. But the spirit of a person actually shows after. It's the aftermath that then shows who you truly are. If you can't be happy for me and you still can't maintain a relationship with me, then that shows why I had to get rid of you in the first place and why I even started to get the idea of why I needed to find love or find some kind of satisfaction and peace outside of the home in the first place. Real talk. And so when you see this type of stuff, even years, listen, that is the mother of his children. He still got to explain to the kids because the kids is old enough to be self-aware now. They big. I heard one of his youngest daughter was off to college. So now they big, they self-aware. You raise them. She probably getting cut off from the money. And so now she's feeling bitter. And this is one of the reasons why it's so easy to trick you out of your drawers. It's so easy to use you as a pawn. Oh, yeah, I'm going on tour with Katt Williams. Man, Katt ain't thinking about you. That ain't why he taking you on tour, you dumb hoe. He taking you on tour because it's an easier way for him to get at Kevin Hart, who he don't like. You're not the draw. You're just a tool to be used against him. And so you can't even get mad at Katt because a pimp is going to pimp. A player is going to play, and the game is still going to be the game. But the very fact that you're letting him use you as a pawn, and I don't understand. See, this women intuition thing, it never works when you need it to work.